Hey Stampers, this is Kim with Great Inspirations. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, a few weeks ago, I did a video talking about how to take an A2 card, which is a card that measures 4¼ by 5½, and take the design for that card, alter it just a little bit so that it would fit on a note card or on a 3x3 card. So today we're going to talk about something similar. We're going to talk about how I took one very basic card design and one stamp set and made 8 cards that are all similar but different. Now first, let's take a look at the stamp set. It's called Best Day, and this stamp set is found in the Stampin' Up! January through April 2023 mini catalog. It is a birthday set. It has the happy birthday on top of a cake. It has a cat in a cupcake paper with a party hat and balloon. It has some little sparkler candles, some confetti, and of course some sentiments. Wishing you all the wishes. It's the best day because it's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's all about you. So I thought I would take one stamp set, one card design, change the card design up a little bit, change the images on the card up a little bit, and make a whole bunch of birthday cards. So the first thing I did was come up with a design. And I wanted to start with this image, this cake image, and it's rather tall. So I thought, you know, layering dies would be the best thing to use for this. It would make the layers that I wanted to use easy to cut out. I don't have to measure. I can just pick the dies that I want. What are layering dies? Well, Stampin' Up! Has a lot of layering dies. But this set in particular is called the Stitched Rectangle dies. There are a lot of dies here and a lot of options. I chose dies from this grouping here. I chose the second largest, third largest, and fourth largest for these 3 layers. Like I said, it makes layers so easy to cut out. Now, layering dies come in many shapes: circles, squares, I've seen hearts, stars, lots of different shapes, but all of them allow you to cut nice even layers just by using your dies and not having to measure. So that's a big bonus there. So like I said, here's my basic design, here is the stamp set, and then the first card I made is right here. Happy birthday, it's all about you. I chose to use Daffodil Delight, Tahitian Tide, and Parakeet Party for my basic colors on the card. But then I of course added some other colors in the image. And of course I added a sentiment, and then inside I added another sentiment, wishing you all the wishes. And as you can see, it is exactly this card layout right here. So then I moved on, and how can I switch this up? Well, an easy way to switch it up is to use another set of layering dies that are similar. In this case, these are the Deckled Rectangle dies. As you can see, it's pretty much the same layout. Actually, it's exactly the same layout. The dies are the only thing that's different. Use the same colors. But the cards, each card looks just a little different. So now, another way to change up the card is to change the orientation. And that's what I did. Now when I changed the orientation, that meant I could not use the rectangle dies that I had. So I did have to measure, but it's very easy to cut your own rectangles and squares. So I cut my own rectangles and made my layers for this card. I also changed up the greeting on the outside. I put wishing you all the wishes on the outside. Oh, nothing on the inside. I thought I'd put happy birthday there. Surprise! So there we go. Happy birthday. Wishing you all the wishes. Those were my first 3 renditions of this basic design. So let's see what I did next. The next thing I did was, let's use a different image. So I used the cat image. I followed the same idea, I just used squares as opposed to rectangles. But I still kept a greeting at the bottom, and I stayed with my color theme. So to change this one up a little bit, what I did was I changed my dies, as I did with the first. This time I used circles and the scallop circles. And this is another set of layering dies from Stampin' Up. The layering circle dies. It comes with plain circles and scallops. Gives it a little different look. And then, of course, the next thing I did was I changed the orientation, just like on the other card. So we have these three options, along with the other three that I showed you. And then, besides changing the image and changing up the sentiments, another thing you can do is change your color theme. Here I went with the Polished Pink, the Daffodil Delight, and the Highland Heather. Makes cute little cards. I think these would be cute cards to send to little girls who love pink. I just happen to have a granddaughter who loves everything pink. So these would be nice cards to send to a little girl who loves pink, or anyone who loves pink for that matter. But it's still, even though we've changed the shape of the image and the orientation, it's still basically the same layout. So there you have it, some easy ways to change up your card design. There's the three cats, and I guess the fourth cat. And then the cakes, there's the pink one and the three that are yellow. Kind of move them around so maybe you can see parts of all of them anyway. And like I said, I just took one basic design, used different dies, a different color theme, different images, and different sentiments to make 8 birthday cards that are all similar but different. So that's a way that you can take your one design that you come up with, and it can be very basic, just like my very basic design here, and make a whole bunch of cards that are alike but individual in their own way. Now, all the information on these cards and measurements, supplies, all that kind of thing will be found in my corresponding blog post. And the link to that blog post will be in the description of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, stamp happy.